Did you know that some studies suggest that people fear running out of money in retirement more than death itself? It's just a thought that you will be in the future a burden for your kids is horrifying. Or maybe thinking that in your golden years, after so many years of working, you will live in poverty is also frightening there. So in this video, we are going to share with you the 3 fundamental steps that you have to follow to have a clear path for your financial independence in your retirement. So let's dive in. Many believe that, well, when I have $1 million, that will be my goal. That's all the things that I have to do, and that will be my retirement plan. And maybe your situation will be different. Maybe you need more or maybe less. It all depends on your family circumstances or your family needs. So what it doesn't change at all are the 3 steps that we are going to share with you right now. So let's start with the first step. And the first step is to know where you are financially right now. And for that, you need to consider, okay, my bank account, what's the balance in my bank account? Do I have an investment account? I need to know what are the balance of those investment accounts. And then, do you have a retirement plan? Do you have different kind of retirement plans added together to know what is the balance of those retirement plans? Do you have any kind of debt? Do you know if you have mortgage, what's the interest rate? If you have credit cards or different credit cards, do you know how much they're charging? Or do you know how much you owe in total? Then if you have assets, you have a house, you have an apartment or other kind of assets, do you know if you're going to keep those assets when you're in retirement, or maybe you're going to downsize to a smaller house? And do you know if the kind of portfolio that you have is the one that's going to take you to where you want to go in this retirement? So these are your first questions that you should be asking yourself to know what's your current financial situation. The second step is to know where you want to go. And when I say where you want to go, what I mean is like the amount of money that you would like to have in your retirement or that you need for your retirement. This is something that is not that easy. I was looking for a really easy rule of thumb that I could share with you. And then what I see is like one bank, one of these huge banks says like, well, you have to take your current income and multiply it by 25. And that's the amount you're gonna need. But then other big banks said, no, that's wrong. What you have to do is take, depending on your age, I'm going to tell you the number that you have to multiply by your current income to know what is the amount that you're gonna need. So I decided that maybe there is another rule that is going to be easier for you, and it's called the 4% rule. What you have to do is like this 4% rule, it says if you have an investment portfolio with more stocks than bond, and each year of that portfolio you withdraw at 4% of your money, then this rule says that after 30 years, you will never run out of money, according to this rule, and you will have mostly the same balance that you have, and even though that you were taking out those 4% per year. But for this case to be clearer, let's run some numbers. Just think that you need $5,000 per month as an example. And then you will say, okay, I need $5,000 per month. That will be, if I multiply that by 12 months, well, I will need like $60,000 per year. So now what we are going to take is that $60,000, we're going to divide it by 4%. And that is going to tell us that you need $1.5 million for your retirement. Maybe some of you will say, wow, that's a lot of money, what I'm going to do. But remember that here in the USA, you also have the Social Security that's going to give you a check. Let's just think that that check is going to be $2,000 per month. So when you were needing $5,000, the Social Security is going to give you $2,000. So now the real amount that you're needing is $3,000 per month, or maybe $36,000 per year. And let's do the same. Let's take this $30,000 per year and let's divide it by the 4%. This is going to tell us that now you need $900 $1,000 and that is your retirement goal. The third and final step, how do I get there? There are many ways to get there. Of course, one of them that you could be thinking is, well, I should win the lottery to have all this amount. I'm not saying that. What you can just do is using one of these retirement accounts like a 401k, an IRA account, or maybe a 403b or 457 accounts, or just mix them. But what you want to do is, like, if you're contributing to these kind of accounts, you want your money to grow tax deferred. You're going to pay taxes when you withdraw the money there, but your money is going to grow faster because you're not paying taxes. Or maybe you want to open a Roth IRA account with after-tax money. You already pay your taxes and this money is going to grow there and you're not going to pay taxes on. But the real thing, what you have to do is like to decide, okay, each month I'm going to contribute a percentage of my income for my retirement plan. Some rules says that it should be like around 15%, but that will change depending your age, depending on your retirement goal, what you want to accomplish. And there is when some person said, I'm going to hire a financial planner to help me to determine this number. But remember always, I'm saying always invest the money. Invest it according to your investor profile. I'm not saying leave that money in the bank. It's not going to take you where you want to go, okay? We hope this information is helpful for you. If you like it, please give us a like and share it with your friend. Thank you so much.